Oh, 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 stop, stop, stop. Oh, oh no. David's toothpaste, everyone. Let's talk about it. All right, guys, this is David's toothpaste. It costs about $12 right now anyway, and it comes with a little metal key here because the tube itself is made of aluminum. So it's a metal tube lined with food grade non-BPA plastic. I'm not sure what the purpose of the design is because as you saw in the beginning there, you can't put any pressure on the tube before opening it because the toothpaste will just like splurt out and you can't stop it. They probably made this so that it would be recyclable, but honestly, in order to recycle it, you have to unroll it all out and then you have to cut the tube of toothpaste and open it up and be really careful not to cut yourself because it's thin metal, and then you have to wash it off and then recycle the metal. I don't know how many people are willing to do all that. I barely can rinse out my jars to recycle them, let alone do all these steps for a tube of toothpaste. So there's that, my 2 cents on the design. But anyway, the key you use to kind of insert it right here and roll it up as you go so that you can get all the toothpaste out because it's a metal tube, harder to squeeze everything out. Now, I am a pretty big fan of the ingredients. I'm happy with those because it is fluoride-free. I believe we get plenty of fluoride in our water and in our food, and too much fluoride is definitely known to be toxic, so I try to stay away from fluoridated products because we already get it in so many other ways. Plus, we know that hydroxyapatite can do just as well in terms of helping to prevent cavities as fluoride. So anyway, the toothpaste is fluoride-free. It's also free from SLS, or sodium lauryl sulfate, which is an ingredient that causes the toothpaste to foam up and get that clean feeling, but it also can be very irritating to the gums, which is why a lot of toothpastes are starting to stay away from that ingredient. But the nice thing about David's is despite the fact that it's SLS free, I find that the consistency and flavor profile are still good, which I find that with a lot of other toothpastes that don't have SLS kind of don't hit the mark in terms of consistency. Like they're either too chalky or a weird flavor or something. Plus, a bonus ingredient is coconut oil. So if you're into oil pulling, that's included. So overall, I'm happy with the ingredients. Now, moving on to the specs. So 2 things I look out for when I'm choosing a toothpaste: the RDA value, or basically how abrasive a toothpaste is. And when it comes to hydroxyapatite, I also want to know the percentage of hydroxyapatite in the toothpaste. So I reached out to David's brand, and here's the response I got. Please know that a toothpaste with 10% hydroxyapatite, no, we don't use 10%, can be more effective than a toothpaste with 50% hydroxyapatite. Depends on the type and grade of material being used. We do not disclose percentage as this is proprietary information to our formulation and does not provide any meaningful info, blah, blah, blah. Basically, they're not telling me the exact percentage of hydroxyapatite they're using. Suffice it to say, David's toothpaste used less than 10%. Now, yes, the lab results, they provide pictures on their website, and the pictures from the lab results show that David's toothpaste is one of the best options in terms of helping with the sensitivity and closing off those dentin tubules. The other thing I asked them was about the RDA value, basically how abrasive the toothpaste is. Here's what they said. The American Dental Association gives guidance that an RDA of 250 or less is safe for daily brushing. And although we do not publicly release RDA values, I can share that all our flavors are below half of that number. So again, not providing a specific number, but less than half, so probably around 100 units or whatever. So I get it. They're a small family-owned company. They don't want other companies to copy their recipe or whatever, but honestly, it just rubs me the wrong way when as a customer, I don't get access to information that I consider, important. But bottom line, how well does this toothpaste actually work? I've been using hydroxyapatite toothpaste for over a year now, but David's toothpaste I've been using probably for around like 2 to 3 weeks now. They say that it takes about 2 to 4 weeks to notice any differences. So far, I actually haven't really noticed any difference in terms of my teeth becoming less sensitive. In fact, I don't know if it's the cold weather these days or maybe I have sinus issues, but I've noticed that my teeth are more sensitive. And then in terms of it like removing stain and helping to smooth out enamel so that it's less porous and collects less stain, I've noticed that I'm starting to show a little bit of stain on some of my bottom front teeth, just a hair, but I haven't really noticed that with other toothpastes, other hydroxyapatite toothpaste that I've been using. So again, I've only been using this toothpaste for a couple of weeks, but overall, I would say I like the ingredients, so I will continue using it. And if you guys are using David's toothpaste, please share your feedback in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts, whether or not it's working well for you, especially if you've been been using it for longer than I have. All right, so here's the instructions for the giveaway. Number 1, you must reside in the United States or have a US postal address. I don't do international shipping at this time, sorry. And then make sure to subscribe to my channel, comment below this video, and include this emoji in your comment so that I know you're not just commenting, but you actually want to enter into the giveaway. And then check back next week to see if you won. All right, guys, looking forward to your comments and any questions you guys might have. I'll answer them as soon as possible. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care of your teeth.